Hey guys, what's going on? I'm sure a lot of you guys are coming right from the Silver Lake video. I'm getting a million DMs, questions, comments, and stuff, wondering what's going on with the 250R. Getting a lot of positivity, and I've also got some negativity. Some like people just creating like weird forums and stuff. I actually think it's kind of weird, to be honest, that people are actually spending that much time actually making forums talking crap, but you know, whatever, maybe try getting laid. So yeah, what the purpose of this little intro is to say thank you to all the people that came together. I tried to put together a really raw video, just kind of showing how it went down. So the very day that it happened, we got back to the cabin that I was staying out, and I had probably 10 or 15 guys all helping out. Really, really cool to see how the biking community comes together, and it was just awesome. So yeah, it's going to be pretty raw footage. You guys will have to let me know in the comments section below what you think of it. So I will get to the video now. I love all you guys. Remember to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this content, and if you want to hate below, guys. Peace out. I will see you at the end. All right, so it is the moment of truth right now. We're about to pull this head off and see the carnage.
How's the head look?
Get the hell out of here, man. We already looked in here.
All right.
It's perfectly fine, and we started it up before we pulled this apart, and it runs great. We just wanted to make sure. Now the cylinder walls they're messed up, man. I don't know if you can see it with the phone, but you can feel them. The cylinder walls are scored. This side is pretty bad. You could probably hone it and put new rings on, and it would run okay. But I don't know if that's the move. Up in here, that's rough right there. It almost feels like sandpaper right here.
It did. You can see it very well. Oh.
But everybody's saying, like, for what happened, this is not the worst case scenario. The bottom end won't have to come apart.
So. Mike, now, for the peanut gallery fellas, did you heat cycle this properly? Because we don't want no comments in the comments section, okay? All right, I believe the guy did it right. You know, we just got a little foobarred here. It's no big deal. $100 piston. She is brand new, driver.
I do want to say, though, everybody at this meet and just the people at the dunes in general were just like the best people that I've ever met. And all the people here, there's a ton of guys that we're staying with, and the whole 250R group, everybody was just so solid. I was expecting to get ripped up like really bad, because I would say within the first 30 minutes this happened, and it's like, you know, people would expect that this would work right. But this shit happens, man. It's a part of the sport.
Did you explain, when we pulled this off the trailer, it was dripping fuel?
Oh yeah, well, I think I actually talked about that on the helmet cam, but
okay.
Yeah, so we pulled this off the truck, and it was odd. It was spilling out of the overflow in the carb, so we had to adjust the float height 3 times, really pushing it up high, and then finally that cut it off. So the float height was really high, which means that the bowl did not take, the carburetor bowl doesn't take too much fuel before it closes off the needle valve. And for that reason, I'm thinking when I did the long pull up the hill, there just wasn't enough reserve fuel in the bowl, and there wasn't enough fuel flowing, so it was leaning out. And that whole going up that hill, that whole thing probably.
A lot of things too, people, will be able to see in your other videos, like the terrain with these dunes is, a big strain on the machine, and being a fresh build and all, and it's technicalities that we have here. So
dude, look at this. I wonder, look at this one hose melted off. I wonder if that's sealed. Where did this come from? That could have caused, like, it's up here. This is sealed. Do you think that could have caused some kind of like suction?
It melted on the exhaust,
but it sealed it. So that means that one of those carb vents were sealed completely.
Good find. Wow.
That would f with the flow of the carburetor, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If it didn't have a vent.
Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
Where's that coming from?
It's one of the top cross hoses for like the air striker. See that?
Let me just look at that here.
Oh, it melted it right in half?
Yeah, but it's sealed now.
Did it come off, Mike, and then melt, or did it melt while it was on?
I just found it right now.
I'm not sure what it is, but
it must have melted while I was riding it, because it would have never melted when it wasn't running.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if that melted, dried, sealed it off, and then caused like weird flow. You know what I mean? And then that's what leaned it out.
Well, leaning it out, I would buy that theory if the piston was damaged or the top. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like what I see is like, I think the rings touched and broke the top of the piston off.
The top of the piston is clean.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the ring gap got rid of. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's a little dents in here. It's not bad, but you can feel it.
Well, if you
Mike,
got you got an air vent that's sealed off, that's
so this isn't even connected to the
This
carburetor
head's still good
anymore.
though.
Yeah, you know, that's still
Well,
good.
it sealed
I'm
itself
saying
and
the
melted
other
off.
end of it, though, it's sealed off. So this other end of it, this one right here.
You know, like just like with the coolant.
Oh
nothing-
yeah, my
It's
bad.
right
I didn't
here.
see that. That could definitely be a problem.
So it's closed it off
Yeah.
and it can't exit. So
I
it's
did-
too
I did
much
different
air
than
got
that.
Oh,
It's
wait
no
a minute!
different than
It would
the coolant.
it would
When you pull that
vapor
out-
lock the
That's
carburetor.
exactly what I'm saying. Just like with the coolant, like when you pull it out, nothing comes out until you open up the.
sealed off the
Yeah,
exit
it
for
vapor
the
locked
air.
it.
So you'd have to figure out how to reroute that so that's not right on your pipe.
On my air striker, I never routed them around. I just put them straight down. I didn't go up and over.
That's how they come.
Yeah, but just because that's how it comes.
You just gotta tuck it tighter up against that carburetor.
Or just run them to the other side.
Yeah.
Because where does it? What the other one went down?
Wow, dude, this is crazy. Matt, you're totally in the wrong area.
Well, no, I was going for the scored cylinder.
I was going for the cylinder. Yeah, you'd want to tuck it down here and get a tie.
Dude, you know what's funny?
So right here, you'd have one of these clips. See if you can bind it with that.
I could definitely
run it straight down.
This
to
is like
miss
one of
this
those
pipe.
things, like the little things that when you're wrapping up a build, the little stuff you miss.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
we had noticed that this hose was up against the pipe, and I fixed that, so that's not up against the pipe. But I didn't notice the lines, or maybe from vibrations they moved. I don't know.
No, it probably happened when we readjusted the carburetor this morning.
What's funny is that we pulled the head off before filming this, and we were gonna have like a genuine reaction.
Yeah, we got.
But we literally just found that hose right now, so this is a genuine reaction. That's crazy though. I kind of feel a little bit better.
Well, sealed air that can't exit definitely makes sense for leaning out.
Right.
Blowing the motor.
Wow. This is
So yeah, so
this
it
is
ties up and it's this upper one on the side of the carburetor.
That is crazy. Just what are the odds? Wow.
So
Just try to tie that tighter. I mean,
That's
temporary
easily-
fix
yeah,
would
yeah.
be electrical. I'm not sure what clips you got to zip ties. Not too tight, obviously.
That it's probably still allowing for
sealed it right away either.
right, and it probably
melted
allows
it.
fuel flow, but not enough. You know what I mean?
vapor lock the carburetor, basically. Like, it runs on a gravity system, so if it can't get out properly, it can't fill properly. Right? Because it doesn't
Build
have...
pressure, push the fuel out.
Yep.
I also wonder if the combination of
What's
the
that?
flow being a little messed up. You didn't have the amount of fuel that you needed in the bowl to begin with, and now you're
Seals better than just
the combination of those two.
It's flat on
It's like two tapers
Starting
from the head of this like that.
way out.
Now you guys know.
Justin, what's the stuff you spray in there before you hone it?
It's called Panther Piss.
Who makes that?
It's called Corolla. It's in an orange can.
Corolla?
Yeah, I got some. You want me to go get you a can of Panther Piss?
I'm intrigued. I need to see this.
Okay, hold on. Let me go get you a can of Panther Piss.
All right.
All right. This shit is awesome.
That's awesome.
Is this a real thing?
Should I actually try to attempt to do this?
Dude,
If they have rings, I guess it's worth a shot. A ball hone's like 20
You still want
bucks.
to ride? Yeah, yeah, man. I know they got a carburetor hose. I bought
this
some
is
of
what great stories are made of. Yeah, we smoked this sucker and now we build it and fix it and we're
Like
good.
an unexpected.
it. Persist, man. Somebody in this area has got a hone. I'll clean that thing up for you.
Hold on, Mechanical Hawk. I gotta open
All right.
Okay. I need that panther piss.
Right here is what panther pee is, okay? It's canola, it's corolla oil. It's the oil that creeps. Now, you got to remember, 60% of the time, it works 100% of the time.
60% of the time, it works 100% of the time.
Yes.
All right.
But it's called panther piss. If you ever need to
Thumbs
break
up.
anything loose, you just spray a little panther piss on this.
I like that. I need to get me some of
called.
that. Look at that.
Wow.
It's silly croil.
Yeah, silly croil.
Huh.
All right, we would have, if I would have brought my ball hone, we would have ball honed this out,
Sprayed it and
sprayed it down,
Yep.
and panther pissed it.
panther pissed it. All
And that would
right.
have cleaned it. That would have gave us lubrication. It's kind of
Yep.
like WD-40.
Oh, right.
Okay, then we would have freaking cleaned it with brake clean.
Yep.
Sprayed this on there.
Yep.
And
It would rock.
hold it back together and kick her over.
Nice.
After we put coolant in it. But,
All right.
you know, that's panther piss.
What if you just
Wiener will.
stop talking?
Do you have a gasket?
No. A lot of times it's
I got some good shit in there.
What do they call that? Tiger piss?
tiger piss.
Tiger piss.
Panther piss.
No. What is the sealant that you use? Is that tiger piss, not panther
No, it's
piss?
just black RTV.
Okay.
What's your slang name for it though?
I don't have one.
You don't have one.
I call it schmutz.
I call it black goo. You don't want to get it on you, it gets all over.
It's true. It's like NSCs. It makes everybody the Tin Man instantly.
I don't like NICs. Will
I don't like lockdown.
it's more contagious than the virus.
Words of wisdom from Blake.
Absolutely. This is some too vintage shit going on over here.
Oh, that was a low blow. Queen of the sand dunes.
Wow.
Shots fired. I mean, you just called him too vintage, but that's a low blow. Can we keep it above the waist, please?
Why doesn't the 12 fit on it then?
Oh, you know what it is? It's these inaccurate snap-on wrenches.
Wow, that was mean.
These are Max, baby.
That dude,
For Max, dude.
that's like starting a war.
No, what happened is it could be. I'm gonna go with user error.
Flashlight
Use
holder.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
You
Well,
say-
here's the main problem is you have the queen working on it. Okay, I've never seen the queen fix anything.
That was mean.
we got a wee bit of sand.
Just a wee bit.
You need to blow it off.
I'm not gonna smoke it. I agree with that.
Oh man, that's kind of cool how that pipe comes apart. That's a lot better than mine.
Surprised you found it.
You're a mechanic for a living, right?
Who, me?
You're a mechanic for a living?
Who, me? Yeah.
What is your professional opinion of the predicament we're in here?
I think if we can get the right amount of parts,
I'm not sure if it's
we could have this thing running in no time.
A stuck shit. You might need like a mallet. I got it, Justin.
Wow.
Oh,
Does it look horrible?
this side is bad.
Ooh, yeah. You're not putting rings in that.
Yeah. No, we need a piston. No, this is done.
The cylinder's not really that bad. Honestly, this is the worst of it right here. That actually might be aluminum.
From the piston
Yeah,
belt.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's raised. That's aluminum from the piston.
Yep.
This cylinder is actually okay.
You can probably clean most of that out. It's just your
Piston.
piston that melted down. I'd be surprised if you needed to bore that. I think a lot of that can be cleaned out.
I don't think Duneland's gonna have a 72 millimeter CEO.
If they do. Yeah, Duneland is not going to have a 72 millimeter CEO, that's for sure. I think the other side is actually worse than this. If you
That's the side that right here
that got chewed up. That's what that is. That's piston on the cylinder
Yeah,
wall.
you've got just melted aluminum is on your cylinder walls right now.
That's great. Yeah, there's no way we can recover this. I'm actually not upset.
Your crank's good, dude. The bottom end's fine. You don't even need to flush the bottom end. There's not going to be any pieces of aluminum, nothing in there.
If I had stopped just a little bit sooner,
Yeah, if your coolant was reading 300,
and it was
that was a hell of a lot.
So it's probably
Your
higher.
piston was a hell of a lot warmer than that. I mean,
I don't have to worry about compressing the rings, huh?
Sure. They're brand new. Because they're the polished. Yeah, they fucking...
Yo, can you nut me over here?
So, like, in his defense...
I just need another nut is all. If you could grab my nut, I mean...
Why?
Yeah. Is this video going to be sponsored by JST or what?
What do you mean? Like, am I going to buy him a
This whole
piston?
trip is sponsored by JST. Plug dinner for us.
JST,
Yeah.
Can we plug that and like? Can we have a little
JST
pop-up?
plug? We should, dude. You should shout out your YouTube channel.
Yeah, give us the quick little spiel while he's taking that nut.
Well, I'm Justin from Justin Sturgill Trucking. I have a YouTube channel called Justin Sturgill Trucking. I also build a 250R. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you've not. But
Let's give you a little taste. It's sitting in the back of the truck.
Was craned in this video.
Yes.
it's the one that was craned in.
That bad girl was brought in by that bad crane on this bad truck.
Yeah, like this is how we come into the sand dunes. But no, met these guys this weekend again. They've been really cool, and you know, so we're just trying to. We were going to try to fix this thing, but it's a little unfixable.
We don't have the. It's not unfixable. We don't have the right parts.
We don't have the right parts. Mike, I'm just going to tell you, this is the realest video that I've ever seen on anybody's channel.
I think it's. I think it'll be good.
Yeah, we went over pretty good. You showed success and failure.
And it makes sense.
It does make sense. I get your theory.
Then that's just horrible luck.
It's just bad luck. Because I'm sure it was running real mean right before she blew up.
It was running. Oh yeah, dude, it was climbing that hill. The front wheels were coming up, and I wasn't even full throttle.
Yeah, that's because she was running
as
on
me.
aluminum. Yeah.
All right, man, so you made it to the end of the video. I appreciate you watching this content. I wanted to show you I do have the 2 quads pulled in here. So now you know what's going on with the 250R. Right now, everything is all together. The brand new pistons coming right from ESR. It should be here today. I have a ball hone coming, and we'll be getting this thing. I should have this thing running basically as soon as the ball hone gets here. Really not that big of a deal. And then we will be taking it to the coal mines. At least that's where I plan to take it. And I'm going to torture test this thing and make sure that we get the jetting dialed in, because that never really should have happened. I think really what it came down to is just being so overwhelmed. And I wasn't I wasn't checking the temperature or anything like that. But you know, it is what it is. You live and learn. And we're going to come back, and I will be going to Little Sahara sand dunes. So you guys that wanted to see this thing at the sand dunes, you will get to see it. It won't be till October. I will have riding in between there. Make sure we get everything dialed in. But I love all you guys. Peace out, and I'll see you in the next one.